Someday you guys might thank me for this. Or not.
A decade may have passed since we first saw Troy Bolton and Gabriela Montez fall in love on the small screen, but High School Musical fans have yet to forget about their story. We're about to reveal what even the biggest High School Musical fans never realized about the franchise, so watch until the very end to find out which important details might have slipped right by you. In today's video, we will be taking you behind the scenes of the highly celebrated Disney Channel franchise, High School Musical. We'll be diving into the personal experiences of some of our favorite Disney cast members. We're going to cover everything from Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens on-set chemistry to a secret feud we bet you never knew about. Let's jump right in. So we don't know if this is funny, weird, or a mix of the two, but apparently things were pretty close to what we saw on the screen when it came to Ashley Tisdale and Lucas Grabel's relationship.
Entertainers are so temperamental. Transpose!
They played the on-screen siblings, Sharpay and Ryan Evans. In an interview back in 2008, Lucas Grabel went so far as to use the word hate when describing how he felt about his on-screen co-star Ashley. They initially met at the High School Musical auditions. He said that he began to dislike Ashley because she constantly wanted to rehearse their lines together until she felt that they were ready, while he preferred to work on his lines alone since he felt more confident that way. During an interview with Billboard magazine, Lucas said he didn't want to socialize much and wanted to work on his own thing since he actually came prepared. Ouch. Not only did Lucas actually end up rehearsing with her as many times as she insisted on, but she also gave him a ton of notes and criticism in typical Sharpay fashion. Today, Ashley even admits that she really was a lot like Sharpay when she first auditioned for the Disney Channel original movie. The movie was a large, growing experience for the young actress, and everybody ended up getting along just fine. In fact, they eventually became one big happy family. We guess we can't really complain about that one detail too much since it did make for some on-point Sharpay drama. Another member of the Wildcat squad who was also a lot like her on-screen character when she took on the role of Taylor McKessie.
The answer is yes.
Is none other than Monique Coleman. Monique was actually very close to quitting acting altogether before landing a role in High School Musical. The ultimate reason she did end up auditioning was that she wanted to represent a smart and sweet African-American character who her nieces and godsisters could relate to. At the time, the only other prominent African-American actress to appear on the Disney Channel was Raven Simone from Disney's That's So Raven. This made Taylor's decision a majorly awesome and brave one. Funny enough, both Ashley and Monique auditioned for the roles of Gabriella as well, but Monique mentioned that she was not very interested in landing the specific role and felt totally out of place singing and dancing for the part during the audition process. That worked out pretty well for our girl since we just couldn't imagine anyone else playing Taylor's part. One thing that the entire cast always mentioned was just how close they grew while filming the 3 movies. They also boasted about how much fun it was to work together. A fun fact for all of you is that Ashley Tisdale and Monique Coleman had actually already met on the set of The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, so the girls were already pretty excited to be working together again. Another pretty funny story behind the High School Musical audition process is that they took place in a trailer with some pretty thin walls, so a lot of what was going on during the audition process could clearly be heard by everyone else auditioning. Lucas Grabel, who ended up playing Ryan Evans, mentions that he also auditioned for the role of Troy Bolton, but was completely shook after hearing his co-star, Drew Seeley, sing in the audition room. Despite already being a prominent Disney star, Drew didn't end up landing the role of Troy Bolton, but that didn't mean that he didn't get to play a pretty major role in the movie franchise. Not only did he get to sing all the tracks in the first High School Musical movie, but he also replaced Zac Efron on tour when he was too busy filming for Hairspray. Drew also wrote the lyrics behind the catchy song Get Ya Head in the Game, and later went on to star in another Cinderella story featuring the prominent Disney celeb Selena Gomez. Disney was a pretty tight-knit celebrity community back in the day, which led to a whole lot of movie crossovers and guest star features.
Maybe we'll get to meet Ashton!
Oh, shut up, Ryan!
Selena Gomez herself was actually meant to guest star in one of the movies, particularly High School Musical 2, but she apparently decided to reject the offer to pursue more serious acting. Miley Cyrus, on the other hand, who was already famous for her role as Hannah Montana, made an iconic appearance at the end of the second movie during the All for One performance. A little fun fact that not a lot of people know is that there were actually official online polls where the fans got to vote for some pretty cool things, like which member of the Hannah Montana cast would make a great appearance, and which which dessert Zeke should give Sharpay in the first movie. Does anyone remember what he ended up giving her? Try letting us know in the comments. Here's a little behind-the-scenes secret you probably don't know about. There was a cast member who wore a t-shirt with the words, "I love waffles," sewn across it in the first movie. Can you guys guess who it is? Well, if you guessed Corbin Bleu, then you're totally right. After noticing the t-shirt in a wardrobe fitting, Corbin decided that iconic t-shirts would be a staple in his character Chad's wardrobe. Corbin continued to trend by creating his very own t-shirts, all of which had funny catchphrases and sayings on them. So what happened to all these unique t-shirts? Well, Corbin's still holding on to them. Sadly, they're being stored and not used, but still we're happy to know that Corbin is holding on to some of his High School Musical memorabilia. To end this video on a sweet note, we think it is definitely worth mentioning that the director of the franchise, Kenny Ortega, actually had a special yawning jar on set, which he used in a pretty funny way. Every time a cast member yawned on set, they were made to put money into this jar. This money would later be donated to a charity of their choosing during the Christmas season.
All for one and one for all.
This was a great way for the entire cast to stay motivated. It also ensured that the cast's on-screen energy was spot on. We absolutely loved the High School Musical movies, and we have to admit, Sharpay was our favorite character. Let us know who your favorite character was in the comment section below. And that's a wrap. Thanks for watching The Things. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for the latest Disney Channel news. We'll catch you next time.